Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rush gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power and power. Money and powder and power. Money and powder and power.
That paper, yeah, I gotta stack that. Them diamonds keep blinking, we might have to jack that. Now boy, when that blicky come out, you get clapbacks. Draw down with a little joint, I'm at you like pat. Come back when them candles out round your block and kick that. Come back when your funeral in progress and hit that. Hit your back to back, your bitch ass won't even hit back. Yeah, we splashing in fashion. Nigga, you could check the drip, catch you slipping, we sliding. Your niggas on some different shit, we hit the lick, we with the shit. Shh. When you get hit, quiet down. No need for the talking. The fuck is that about?
Tougher than a Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rush gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power and power. Money and powder and power. Money and powder and power.
What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Budget Cut Podcast, brought to you by Dope Content and MT Darkness. We are live here on another Sunday. This is, I guess you call it Pro Bowl Sunday, because there's no football outside of the whack Pro Bowl. Super Bowl is next week. You see Dark is ready for the Super Bowl. He got his Eagles hat on. He is ready to go. Now, last time he wore, if I remember correctly, last time he wore this hat, they lost to the Cowboys the next week. He might want to.
Hey, we didn't have our quarterback in there, so hey,
yeah. No excuses. When y'all beat us, we ain't had Dak, so I don't want to hear it. Just saying, don't put the bad luck on your team. That hat was bad luck last time. So
hey, we got this. Oh,
Mahomes
is gonna be a problem, but hey, I got faith in my boys.
Well, all right. Okay. Hey, if you're right, you're right. That's all I'm gonna say.
What about now, Max? Can you hear me now? I don't think my mic was on. I think I was muted that whole time. Yeah. All right, there you go. All right, see? I'm good now.
That's guy right there. You talking about the Eagles, man? Guy was like, we gonna have to shut that down real quick. You know, let's shut them down on that side real quick. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube, everybody on Twitch, on my pages, on Dark pages. We have a lot to talk about, but we're not gonna hold you long today. We're gonna get right into it. We got NXT Vengence Day. We have the week of wrestling. We have choosing in our top 5 power rankings. So yeah, man. If you're not here, I don't know what to tell you. Hold on. You know what's gonna hold us up? This freaking melon.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Here we go. Freaking melon is gonna hold us up. There we go. All right, so we got Vengence Day on the screen. Pretty decent show last night. We're gonna pretty much run through Vengence Day and NXT all together. There's no need to, do Vengence Day, then do NXT after we do Raw. So let's just kind of get it all together. Actually, we're just gonna do Vengence Day because NXT was cool. Let me look up now to see if there were like any major matches. The main event was good on NXT this week. Did you see it?
I did not catch it. Who was the main event this week?
So hold on, my WWE.com is tripping now. Give me one second. What is going on today? Oh, wait a minute. So Vengence Day, I did not see this. It went off on my screen. I didn't see this. Carmelo Hayes crashed Braun Breaker celebration.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I was telling you before. I said I didn't see the main event, but I saw what happened afterwards. Yeah, Carmelo came out with Trick Williams after the fact, after Braun won and was celebrating on top of the cage.
Dude, I did not see that. And it just went off of my screen with Braun standing on top of the cage.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it was an exclusive thing. I don't know. But yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Carmelo came out after the match. So they're setting that up for, and they said they mentioned Stand and Deliver. So that's going to be the main event for Stand and Deliver, probably. So
speaking of Stand and Deliver, I like the fact that.
Yeah, I know it.
I like how they just ignored that Stand and Deliver happens, and they was like, last time we was on the road was in Portland. I'm like, wait a minute, I was personally at Stand and Deliver. So did Stand and Deliver not happen all of a sudden?
They really tried to sweep that under the rug. It was terrible. Like they were not trying to have it at all. Like, and I understand. Like, do you remember what the graphics for that show looked like too? It looked like so half-assed and everything.
I mean, it had the Great American Bash splash with NXT Stand and Deliver, red, white, and blue. But it was actually a good show. Ciampa had his last match there when Triple H came out, and he got his standing ovation and all that. I got that on camera. The ladder match was Solo, Carmelo, Santos, and Grayson Waller, and Cameron Grimes. That was a good match. Mm-hmm. And then you had Mandy versus, who did Mandy fight? I don't remember who Mandy fought. And then you had a tag team title match between Toxic Attraction and Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez for the women's titles, women's tag titles in NXT. That was a good show.
Rome says he was hoping Melo would be called up if he stays, give him the title. Yeah, I think that Melo's the only one that can take the title off of Braun.
Somebody got
the only other person that they can give it to. Nobody else. Grayson Waller was probably the last hope beyond Hayes, and they got to do it. They got to pull this trigger, and they just got to get Braun off of NXT because I do not like this at all. I'm done with him in here. It's run its course for me.
So Vibrant Guys said, the main event was decent. Yeah, it was straight. It was cool. It was typical Braun match. But NXT real quick, Indus Sher defeated the Creed brothers. Zoe Stark defeated Indy Hartwell. Dijak defeated Von Wagner. Tyler Bate in a good match defeated Axiom. Stevie Turner defeated Danny Palmer. In the match, Drew Gulak defeated Charlie Dempsey 1-on-1. And then where is the main event? Where did it go? Why is the main event not on here? What type of crap is this? WWE they just disrespect NXT with these main events and these results, man. But Chase U wins the triple threat tag match to get the opportunity to fight as the 14 in the Vengence Day pay-per-view in the tag title match that you saw last night. And it was a good match. It was, if I could pull it up, like it won't let me pull up the actual winner of this match. There you go. So it was Chase U versus the Dyads versus Malik Blade and Idris Inoue. So
you already knew what was about to happen.
Yeah, but it was a good match. Like Malik and Idris were flying all over the place. Chase U had a good showing. Like it was a good match. So if you don't watch anything else, watch Axiom versus Tyler Bate from Tuesday, and then watch the main event. Everything else you can pretty much skip over. So, but let's get into Vengence Day. Let's get into the results. Now I don't want to go back to Vengence Day. Come on, WWE. Come on now. So yeah, let's get into the results for Vengence Day. Started off with Wesley defeating Dijak for the NXT North American Championship match. Fire match of the night.
Match of the night. Yeah, absolutely. I was saying to you before we started the stream, the crowd was giving me big old NXT vibes. Like it was a hot crowd. It was a hot match. It was fire. It was perfect. It was great. Yeah.
Yes. So the show started off great. Dijak near the end of the match did a backflip off the top rope, and Tony D'Angelo and Stax came out, and when he landed on his left hand, and that finger was just out of there. So if you see a picture of Dijak's finger, it's nasty. is real nasty. So, but shout out to Wesley for getting the win. Dijak, I'm so happy to see him having good matches again. The type of matches that we know he could do, that they wouldn't let him do as T-Bar and all that crap. It was just stupid to switch him to T-Bar. I predicted that one right. I believe you got that one. You picked Wesley for that one too as well, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So moving on, Kiana James and Fallon Henley defeated Kaden Carter and Katana Chance to become the NXT Women's Tag Champions.
You called that one.
Yeah, I just knew it. It was just, I just had to feel it. I saw the build up. Hey, man, this typical WWE. We gotta remember Shawn Michaels did learn under Vince McMahon. So we have new women's NXT Tag Champions. I'm not a fan of it. I personally think Kaden Carter and Katana Chance are the best women's tag team in WWE, period. Not just NXT, WWE, period. If you look at the moves that they do and how they gel in the ring together, there's no women's tag team in WWE that's better than Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. So I wasn't a fan of them losing their titles to a makeshift team. So you have any thoughts on that match?
Yeah, I mean, you're just not wrong about how that's the way that they book things. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But
yeah, so we have Carmelo Hayes defeated Apollo Crews in a 2 out of 3 falls match. It was a clean sweep. This match didn't live up to the hype for me.
Nope, same. I was not impressed by this match. I was getting a little bored, to be honest, watching this. It wasn't that. I feel like I've seen them have a match prior to this that was better than this, but this 2 out of 3 falls didn't work for me. And I didn't like. I guess he's going back to the name Dabakato.
Yeah, coming out and attacking Apollo.
Didn't care for that either. So.
Yeah, so the former Commander Aziz is back to Dabakato, and he attacked Apollo after the match. That match, yeah, I didn't like it at all. But Gallus defeated the New Day. We both got this wrong. I think you picked New Day and I picked Pretty Deadly. Gallus defeated New Day, Chase U, and Pretty Deadly to become the new NXT Tag Champions. Pretty good match. It was a pretty good match. I love that part where Chase U finally got to do the Chase U stomp.
The Chase U stomp. Man, that was over as hell.
Yeah,
Chase U is over as hell. That got loud in there for that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've been waiting to see that for a while in an actual arena to see if they was gonna do it, and they did it. They were loud for the Chase U stomp. So then we get to Roxanne Perez, aka Roxy. She defeats Gigi Dolan and JC Lane in the triple threat match to retain the NXT Women's Championship. Typical match that you thought you was going to see between the tag team and the singles competitor, where they double team the singles competitor, and then once they start going for the pins, that's when they start beefing and fighting each other. Then it turns into a triple threat match, and the singles competitor, which is Roxy in this case, takes advantage.
Yeah.
So,
it was by the numbers. Yeah, this was another match on the card where it was just like,
yeah. And then Braun Breaker defeated Grayson Waller in the cage to retain the NXT Championship. It started off going outside the cage because Braun was making his way into the cage, turned around. Grayson Waller kicks the cage door until Braun knocks him down. They go outside and fight for a little bit. Braun throws him back in, and then it turns into a typical Braun match. It was one part where he hit the ropes super hard and super fast, and he nailed Grayson with a clothesline that I thought was dope. That was dope. He did a suplex off the cage to Grayson. That was dope. Other than that, it wasn't nothing special. Like, it wasn't nothing special at all.
It's like you said, just a typical Braun Breaker match. That's all it is. Dunk, what's good, man? How you doing? Good to see you here. But yeah, it was just a typical Braun Breaker match. I just didn't care. Partially why I didn't really watch it either. Yeah, I just saw highlights of it, but I didn't really watch the whole match. So I'm tired of this guy as a champion. His matches are just very boring and by the numbers. I'm just ready for somebody else to step up. And once Carmelo gets, I know when Carmelo gets his belt, this is going to turn back into the Workman's Champion, the Workhorse's belt, because this guy's going to have. We saw his North American reign. This title's going to be elevated again, and I can't wait for that. But I need Braun Breaker to he needs to just go to the main roster.
Yeah, so the thing about that is, oh well, you just said it, never mind. I was about to say if he loses the title, he's going to the main roster. But
Mhm.
you just said it. So yeah, that is Vengeance Day in a nutshell for you guys. That's every match. That's all the results. Any major thoughts about the show before we move on?
I thought the show was just like all right. I'd give it like I don't know, if we were doing the old like watch along 1 through 5 ratings, I would probably give it a solid, like I was to give it a solid 2.5. So
Dang.
like it was just, there was a lot of matches. Like I think the 2 matches that I really enjoyed were that opener was amazing, and then the tag match for the men's belt. I thought both of those matches were really good. Everything else on the card I just thought was kind of eh. So, and I was really underwhelmed by Carmelo and
Apollo.
Yes, I thought that would have been a lot better than it actually turned out to be. So I was kind of underwhelmed by that. So
I mean, all that for a clean sweep, and it wasn't even nothing special that happened in that match. I didn't. Yeah, I was highly disappointed.
Yeah. You said remember when takeovers were a must-see stuff. Nowadays, it's just a thing that happens. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the roster. I mean, takeovers back then, you had Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Ciampa. I mean, that roster was loaded back then. Now you have a handful of guys that's, veterans and stars, and they can do this and do that. And then you got a whole bunch of new people that you ain't never seen before, and that's just what it is. So you say you dig it. Shout out to Get the Tables, by the way. Make sure you follow Get the Tables, man. Another dope streamer, does wrestling content on the stream, on the platform. I didn't like it at all. And it really ain't even about the clean sweep. It's about the match. The match just didn't live up to the hype. I expected to see way more for them too. So yeah, I don't even care about the clean sweep. It's the match. The match was not that good. It was a regular NXT Tuesday match.
If the match was better, I don't think I would have minded a clean sweep either. But it was just the quality of the match. I thought it was, I don't know. I just thought it would have been better. Like I said, given the 2 people that we've seen, because Apollo has had some fire matches and Melo's always coming through clutch. So,
do we agree that Trick outshines Melo? Hell no.
What in the world?
What? Who said that?
He's on that stuff tonight. Oh man.
Yeah. Who said that? Are people saying that online? No, like he might be a little funnier with his promos. He's definitely funnier, but overall, no. He nah. You hearing people say that? Yeah, those people are stupid. So, in my opinion, because I don't agree with that. He's not better in the ring. He's funnier, but that doesn't mean he's a better promo either. So, just saying, I don't agree with that. But let's keep it moving. Let's get right into Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start. It started off with Cody Rhodes, coming out giving you the typical Cody Rhodes promo. He almost busted into tears, but this time he actually held it in while talking about pursuing WWE Universal Championship. And this is the first time that he actually said WWE Universal Championship instead of just saying the WWE Championship, which threw my whole theory from last week out the window. So I was like, damn. As soon as he said it, I was like, okay. Well, there's that, right? About what I would do if I had the pen in my hand with Sami Zayn and Cody, but we'll see what they do. Finn Balor and the Judgment Day comes out to confront Cody, and they were attacked by Edge and Beth Phoenix, and that led to Cody and Finn fighting, going one-on-one, which led to a match later on in the night. Seth Rollins defeated Chad Gable to qualify for the United States title elimination chamber match. I'm sorry, did you have anything that you want to say about the Cody promo?
No, it was by the numbers. I mean, like we knew who he was gonna go after, so he was just by the numbers, said what he was gonna have to say. I think the most intriguing thing people had coming into this was, is Cody gonna go after one title or two coming out of the Rumble? And we got our answer. And that would kind of lead into the rest of things going on down the line and going into SmackDown and stuff like that. But no, he had his first program coming into this, and that would have been Finn again. It would be Finn later on in the show. So
okay. Seth Rollins defeated Chad Gable to qualify for the United States Elimination Chamber match.
Really good match. Go out of your way to check that out. That was amazing.
Well, I mean, Chad is going to give you good matches all the time. He's not going to win, but he's going to give you good matches.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Seth Rollins. Yeah,
exactly.
So. Yeah. What? Hold on. You just random comments. Did you sneeze? You just come in saying God bless me. Then these fly eagles fly. Okay. I own over it. Who? All right. Anyway, Io Sky defeated Candice LeRae in a one-on-one match. You did not sneeze. Okay. Cool.
This was like a low-rent version of what we normally saw in NXT, because this was like a must-see match in NXT. This was the crowd was dead for this. This was kind of disappointing. I felt bad for him.
Yeah. So I think it's harder for them to get into the flow of the match with the main roster crowd compared to them getting in the flow of the match with the NXT crowd. Like, it's almost like, okay, we did a couple of high flying moves and y'all just sat there. So now it's just like, whatever. Like, that's the vibe I'm starting to get from like Io and Candice and Dakota and all that. It's like, y'all not even reacting to the stuff when we do good stuff. This is not the same crowd. So that's the vibe I'm getting from it. But Io defeated Candice LeRae. The match was actually all right. It, like you said, though, it wasn't the, typical NXT match between those two, but I don't even expect that no more. Rhea Ripley, this kind of upset me a little bit. Rhea Ripley declared that she would challenge SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, and basically gave the story, hey, I came up as a young pup from NXT. I was NXT champ, and I was arrogant, and Charlotte beat me at Mania and humbled me, so now I want my revenge on her. And I'm like, that's cool, but you kind of already did that story of the revenge, because y'all went back and forth over the WWE Raw Women's title and the whole Money in the Bank match and all that stuff that people wasn't looking forward to, but they killed it. And the back and forth that they had with the Raw title. So I'm like, we've seen this already, and Bianca and Rhea was right there for you. That's something fresh that we haven't seen. I get the storyline. Oh, Charlotte beat me at WrestleMania. I got to beat her at WrestleMania. I get it, but you've already had your payoff matches from that WrestleMania between those two. Bianca and Rhea haven't had anything outside of that moment at Royal Rumble, which should have led to something. So, any thoughts on that?
I mean, it happened, and because I was hoping for Bianca as well, and I thought it made more sense because they literally had an interaction before War Games where they just kind of stepped to each other, and that was like the big tease at the time. And it's just like, oh, that's probably going to be the WrestleMania program. Right. But I don't know. Maybe that's because they thought Charlotte wouldn't be there, so they maybe were just planning just in case. But yeah, they decided to go with this instead, and I'm kind of on the same mindset as you. I would have rather have seen those two. I would have rather have seen Charlotte and Rhea and Bianca. But I guess the story still works,
It's gonna be a good match because they always give you good matches, those two.
I was gonna say Rhea and Charlotte will have a really dope match too. I mean, Rhea and Bianca have really good chemistry also.
Right.
So,
and
I would argue that it's even better.
Yeah. They're real friends. They're close friends in real life. They came in NXT together. So, I mean, you remember when Raquel and Rhea all stood together in NXT with their titles and all that? It's the new generation, but okay. Maybe they have it where Rhea wins and Bianca retains versus whoever, and you be like, all right, this really is new generation time now. Maybe that's what they're trying to do with this storyline. But with that said, who's next for Bianca?
I heard Asuka. I mean, Asuka was the one that was thrown out. That was the only thing that makes sense to me because she's really hot right now. Everybody loves Asuka and her new character and everything. But the problem is Bianca's gonna be in the elimination chamber. So, and Asuka's already in the chamber too. So,
You said Bianca's in elimination chamber?
yeah, Bianca's gonna be having a title match at elimination.
Oh yeah,
chamber.
you're right. That's why they qualify. Yep. Dang.
But Asuka hasn't qualified yet, so I think Asuka has to qualify next week. So you could have Asuka be screwed and then have a match at Mania, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of. She's the only opponent that I can think of for Bianca.
I would still rather see Asuka and Charlotte because Asuka owes Charlotte too for a WrestleMania match. She stopped the undefeated streak, and then Asuka went downhill from there.
Yep.
So I'd rather see that story pan out. But hey, whatever. I don't have the pen. WWE won't hire me. So, Johnny Gargano defeated Baron Corbin to qualify for the United States title elimination chamber match. That's cool for Johnny. I know he's gonna do some crazy things in that match. It's just, I mean, if these matches happen in NXT, we're talking completely differently about these matches. But it's just what it is, though. It's something about the main roster. Maybe it's the crowd, the arena, the field. I don't know. But they don't know. Same.
I was gonna say I don't know why Gargano's been struggling so much on this main roster. This is kind of crazy for me.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm glad he won. So at least he gets a pay-per-view shot. So to do something. Bobby Lashley. I'm sorry. Let me go back. MVP Lounge, VIP Lounge, was host to Austin Theory, and long story short, Theory was talking noise to MVP about, hey, you know, you hyping up Bobby, but I'll whoop you right now. Bobby ain't here. And MVP was like, well, you better hope he ain't here because I know he could beat you and take you out, yada yada. They trash talk. Bobby Lashley comes out, attacks. He start getting into it with Theory. They go at it. Bobby goes for the spear. Theory gets out the way and moves MVP in the way. So MVP takes the spear from Bobby Lashley. Theory runs out the ring. Any thoughts on that?
No. I think I don't know. It looks like they're teasing the Hurt Business getting back together. So, do they add?
They've been doing that for a while.
Are they going to? You think they're just going to add Omos and that's it, or are they going to add other people as well?
I hope.
Omos seems like he's going to be added in there. So.
Yeah, I think it'll be good for Omos, and it'll make him even stronger. Bobby and Omos on the same team, and then so you got the two powerhouses, and then you got the two athletic guys. Really, three powerhouses because Shelton is a powerhouse too. People don't realize how strong Shelton Benjamin is.
I was gonna say he got muscle, man.
Yeah. And then he can still, you know, high fly with Said and all them too. So that'll be a loaded team, and the mouthpiece is MVP. Yeah,
it'll be fire.
That'll be a loaded team. So, but we'll see. And
go
ahead.
I was gonna say, and just to mention too. So every match that Dope has been talking about tonight were all qualifiers for the United States title elimination chamber that's happening in Montreal as well. So
who is okay? I don't know who you're talking about. Anyway, the Miz comes out and. Poor Miz. It's crazy seeing poor Miz because when you think about the Miz in real life, the Miz is a millionaire. He's famous. He's freaking married to Maurice. He's a two-time. Yeah, he's a two-time Grand Slam champion in WWE, and he has his own TV spinoff show. But poor Miz, as far as inside the ring, because you know he's just there to get beat up by returning people, and then he goes off TV for a while and comes back for the next returning person. And this time the returning guy was Rick Boogs, and the crowd did not care at all about Rick Boogs coming out, and I didn't either. I was like, yeah, y'all really put the Miz for this? You would have been better off just bringing him back and just like, hey, Boogs is back and he's having a match versus such and such, versus trying to make him a surprise return. Nobody cared. So, and then they led to a one-on-one match. Miz was fighting him in a suit.
1 second, Dope. I'll be right back.
All right. Miz was fighting Rick Boogs in a suit. What up, WWE fan? And of course, the Miz lose to Boogs. So, once again, not poor Miz, because Miz, he's living a life in real life. But as far as like storyline, poor Miz. That's what I would say. Becky Lynch, it was her birthday. She was celebrating her birthday by coming out and swinging a steel chair on Dakota Kai, and she attacked Dakota Kai to force Bayley to agree to a steel cage match, which a steel cage match should have happened 2 weeks ago, but it didn't happen. U22, that's great. Oh, I hope you fussing at the cat. So moving on, Bronson Reed defeated Dolph Ziggler to qualify for the United States title elimination chamber match. So Bronson Reed and Johnny Gargano, who else was in this? Who else qualified? And Seth Rollins so far has qualified for the United States elimination chamber match, which that sounds like there's going to be a fire match so far with those three guys in it, man. So, and then you have the main event with Cody Rhodes defeating Finn Balor in the main event. And once again, Edge and Beth Phoenix made their way to the ring. They made their way to the ring to help out Cody because Judgment Day was getting all involved. Dom and Rhea were getting involved, getting in the match, trying to distract Cody, trying to help Finn get the win. Beth Phoenix and Edge, they are not done with the Judgment Day. I was low-key hoping they were done, but they're not done. So we got more Edge. We have more Edge versus Judgment Day. And you know, that's just what we're gonna have to look forward to. Maybe at Mania, it'll be Edge finally getting his revenge on Judgment Day.
I came back to get the table saying mid Lynch in my chat. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. Of course. And then he made sure he put it in here as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he just
Oh man.
But yeah, it looks like we're getting more Edge and Judgment Day. Your thoughts on that?
This was going to be the conclusion after they took him out from what Money in the Bank was it? I think.
Or Extreme? Was it Extreme Rules or Money in the Bank?
I think it was Extreme Rules. Actually, I think you might have been right. I think it might have been Extreme Rules. It was. I can't remember.
I think it was Extreme Rules.
Yeah, because it was like a last. Yeah, it was,
I quit match.
I quit. Yeah. So yeah. So what do we see then? What's the? Are we getting a match at Elimination Chamber then, you think, between these two?
Either that or they go keep building it up until Mania.
And another problem I'm seeing too is so.
What up, Alice?
Hey, Alex, how you doing? So let's say we get a match between Edge and Beth and the Judgment Day. That means Rhea's gonna have to be involved. She's going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like she would have to go over, right? She can't lose that match.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, more Edge versus Judgment Day. I don't know when it's gonna end. I don't know when it's gonna end. But it started with Edge and Damian Priest joined him at WrestleMania last year. So maybe it ends at WrestleMania somehow. Maybe Edge takes on Damian Priest and puts him out, or he takes on Finn. He already lost to Finn, so I don't know how they're gonna do this. I don't know how they're gonna do this storyline at all. So Edge and Beth Phoenix versus, but when though? It has to be Elimination Chamber because Rhea has a
match at Mania. It has to be. It has to be. Yeah.
But we talked about Bronson Reed defeating Dolph Ziggler as well, crushed him. So yeah, right now we have Bronson Reed, Johnny Gargano, and Seth Rollins that I know of in that Elimination Chamber match with Theory. So it sounds like a fire match so far.
And there's like what I think two open spots. I think. Yeah.
So
this is gonna This is like you've got a lot of your best workers right in this match so far. I'm assuming Lashley's probably gonna be in it too. You would think at least. So
unless they try to, he got to be in it. Yeah, he got to.
Unless Brock screws him out of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
it's the only thing. Yeah.
You know what, bro? Hold on. He's gonna be coming in with these random comments all day. But that is Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. In a nutshell, we already covered NXT, so we go ahead and skip right over that. and get right into AEW Dynamite.
Yeah, this is weird. All right. So let me get that up for you guys. Hold on a second. All right, we have got Dynamite. Oh. All right.
You know what I want to talk about on Dynamite? I saw all this late. I saw Dynamite late, so I saw the social media before I actually saw Dynamite, and it happened in the first match. So,
so Dynamite. So I didn't see this, but I'll let you take the reins on what happened. So Moxley versus Hangman Page. Apparently, Moxley came down to the ring with his father too, which I missed. Which I'm gonna have to go back and see that because I need to see what John Moxley's father looks like. But
I don't even remember what did he look like. I remember seeing him though, but I just don't remember what he looked like. Almost actually, you know what? A taller version of Moxley, but with hair.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. King, what's good? How you doing? So yeah, so tell me the part that everybody was talking about, and I'll get into the finish of the match.
So they brawl outside before the match officially started for maybe
Dawn,
like
good?
3-4 minutes or so like that. And during this time, nothing really happened to Moxley as far as his head. Nothing really happened to his head. They're just doing like body slams, throwing each other against the rails and all that. And even like a full minute and a half, 2 minutes before Mox is thrown into the ring, he never hits his head on nothing. He never gets hit in the head with nothing. None of that. Page rolls Mox into the ring and he starts looking for weapons. And you see the ref trying to stop Page. Hey, Page, what you doing? Let's, get in the ring. Let's have a fair match. Somehow, I don't know. And I think the cameraman just didn't know. The cameraman just doing his job. They pan to Mox real quick. Mox is in the corner, spits the blade out of his mouth, cuts himself over his right eyebrow, and then all of a sudden starts bleeding. And then you see him throw you see this happen. He spit it out, did this real quick, and the next thing you know, he's just bleeding over his right eye. And we like, wait a minute. The last time you got hit in your head was like 3 minutes ago, and you wasn't bleeding at all. They did plenty of close-ups on you. So yeah, man, the people on social media went crazy, and then I was like, it can't be that bad. And when I saw it, I was like, wow,
it was that bad apparently. Yeah,
I was
everybody
wow. I didn't expect that from Mox because Mox is a veteran.
Oh Jesus.
And I'm like, does he not care, or is he trolling the fans? Because the fans always talking about him bleed. Like, what is this? But plain it, I mean, clear as day, spit the blade out his mouth, bow. And I was like, I didn't even know y'all was still doing that. I thought y'all was legit finding another reason to bleed. Another way to bleed. I didn't know y'all was still doing that. And the fact that you had the blade in your mouth.
That's the part that terrifies me. Like, out of that whole thing that you just said, you said that it came out of his mouth. I was like, oh man.
It was in his mouth, dude.
That's wild. That's wild.
He somehow did it without cutting his tongue and all that up. But it was in his mouth. Spit it out clear as day. Did this, you see him making the face like that sting, and and then he rolled in the center of the ring like, hey, I'm busted open. And I'm just like, okay, well, all right. There you go. So yeah.
Moxley and Page are trading shots with each other back and forth. Page then gets the upper hand and hits him with a bunch of huge elbows before nailing him with a super kick, gets him in a small package driver for a close near fall, or for a 2 count, hits goes for the buckshot. That's countered into the Death Rider. The Death Rider's countered into a tombstone. Page goes again over the top rope, nails the buckshot this time. Moxley kicks out of that. The crowd explodes because we're in Moxley's hometown, so Ohio's just going crazy. So Page tries to make Moxley tap out to his own submission, the Bulldog choke. But Moxley, they mentioned it on commentary, Moxley knows his counter to his own submission. So he rolls him up and traps his arm and gets a 3 count. I thought that was amazing. And Moxley gets the dub, but Page is fine to still keep going. and he's pissed. And these two, Moxley, he gets up because he realizes that he survived. This match was basically him surviving Hangman Page. So he gets up and he still wants to go with Moxley. I'm thinking that we're going to get a last man standing match. Seems like to me.
You say you think it's gonna be a last man standing?
I think so. That's the way that it seems like this is heading.
I can see that. I just need Mox to not openly blade himself in front of the camera and the people that sit in the front row.
Hey, man,
in the middle of the ring.
Standing, he might not need to blade that match though.
I mean, he go do it regardless apparently because he had no reason to be bleeding like he was in that match. And he didn't turn around or nothing. He just sat in the corner. That was crazy. I'm like, maybe he just like, man, F this. I never really took my vacation. I'm tired. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. So.
The Butcher, Blade, and Bunny are with Renee and Jamie Hayter. The Bunny wants a match with Jamie Hayter. So it's gonna happen on Rampage. Saraya or next week. I don't know. I can't remember. Saraya and Tony Storm are on a monitor backstage, beating up Britt Baker in the parking lot. Up next, we get the Acclaimed versus some jobbers. They win. Afterwards, the Guns come out. They want a title shot and an answer immediately. But the Acclaim ask Ohio if they should give the Ass Boys a title shot, and they shut them down immediately.
Of course.
So Billy Gunn is in the ring with them, and he says that he's had enough of these two fighting, and he's gone. He's leaving. So he's about to leave, and Austin Gunn asks him, he says, well, yeah, you do what you do best. Just walk out on us like you always have, and why don't you go drown your sorrows in the bottom of a pill bottle? So he starts to walk back, and he's fired up. He grabs a mic. He starts to say something, and then the mic dies. I was like, and he gets pissed because he just chucks that mic on the ground. And they have Bowens gets him another one. So then he goes and finishes his promo, and he accepts on behalf of the Acclaim and gives the Ass Boys a title shot next week.
You know what's about to happen, right?
Do you think they're gonna lose?
You know Billy's about to turn on the Acclaim, right?
No. You think that's gonna happen?
I don't think it's a smart move right now but I mean, if you look at how the story been going, it's been going on so long. How many times can the Acclaim beat the Ass Boys? Like, this has been going on so long, and at the end of the day, those are his sons. It'll be stupid money wise because they're gonna lose merch, the Sizzle Me Daddy ass, all that. That's gonna be gone if they do it. But I mean, you setting matches for your you setting tag championship matches for your boys when the Acclaim clearly said no, and the way that happened because I'm frustrated. Oh nah, man, I think he's on turn.
Interesting. Alex Marvez is backstage with Jungle Boy. He says, this year, I'm going solo. No more tag teams. Good. It's like, all right, well, F you, Hook. So get out of here.
Good.
We have Konosuke Takeshita going up against Brian Cage. This was a fantastic match. There was a point where Brian Cage goes to give Takeshita the F5000, but Takeshita gets out of it and turns it into a power bomb for a huge near fall. Cage then takes Takeshita and actually gives him the F5000. Cage goes and sets Takeshita up on the top rope, but Takeshita fights back with the Avalanche Brainbuster and hits a rising knee for the 3 count. This is another good match that we had on this show. The Elite are set to take on Top Flight and AR Fox in a 6-man next week.
I thought that was on Rampage. No, that is next week.
That's next week. So on Rampage, they were set to compete against what was it? Matt Hardy, Ethan Page, and Isaiah Cassidy.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what this was. Yeah, they came in after that match was announced. That's pretty crazy.
Right.
We had Bryan Danielson then go against Timothy Thatcher. I thought this match was very interesting to have on TV. I don't think just any type of audience, like even your hardcore audience, like your AEW audience, I think they'd be like, think about the opponents that Bryan Danielson has had. You've had like a Bandito, you've had like all these guys that are really good at like aerial moves and stuff like that. Timothy Thatcher is going to be a more ground-based opponent. And I felt like this match was really good technically, but I don't think it got as much love as if this took place in, I don't know, Japan or the UK or anything like that. I think that's just how it is in America. But this is a really solid match. And Thatcher was working the arm the entire time. At one point, the referee gets taken out. So MJF comes down to the ring. He's about to smack Danielson in the face with his ring. But Takeshita comes down and starts beating up on MJF and gets him out of there. And Danielson is able to capitalize off of all of this with the Psycho knee for the win.
It was a solid. If you like wrestling, pure wrestling, it was a good match. I'm trying to see what they're gonna do with MJF. They set up a match next week, right?
Yep. Oh man, Danielson versus Roosh.
No, I'm talking about for MJF.
Oh yes, MJF also. So yeah, so they Takeshita and MJF were continuing to fight backstage, and after they were pulled apart, it was announced that there was going to be a AEW World Championship Eliminator match between him and Takeshita.
There you go.
Which, yeah, good for Takeshita.
Appreciate the follow, TJ Young. Appreciate you. Make sure you follow my guy MT Darkness as well. The name is on the screen. You can see it above his Eagles hat. Make sure you give him a follow as well.
You said Takeshita over with the crowd, cutting one promo shows you promos don't really mean much. Roosh really good kicking ass. About to find out. Yeah, we'll see. Roosh had a good match on Roosh had an all right match on Rampage. AEW TBS title match. Jade Cargill against good lord. Red Velvet. Good lord.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was kind of just here. I don't think anybody expected a title change or anything, not to Red Velvet. And I thought this whole setup was just kind of weird. You know, they're trying to make Red Velvet seem like the hero standing up to the bully, but the entire time she's just been kind of, I don't know. It seems like she's been the rude
asshole.
One. That's what I'm saying. And then especially at the end of this match where Jade wins, she starts flexing. She points to her kid who's sitting in the front row. She goes and picks her up. Her kid is crying that her mom just got to 50-0. I was like, who's gonna boo this woman? That was ridiculous. Oh man.
You know what pissed me off about this match? Tony Schiavone. Because he kept saying Red Velvet is the toughest test that Jade's ever faced. She's not the same as she was. I'm like, no, she started green as hell and she dominated Red Velvet just last year? And Red Velvet ain't changed. Red Velvet been injured. She ain't changed. So it's the same Red Velvet. Like, no, don't discredit Athena like you did, because that was a match. But hey, whatever.
You said the question is who is gonna beat her. We have that question all the time. I feel like every once in a while somebody comes along where we're like, oh, this could legit be the one, but
it's not stale. He said the winning streak starting to become stale. It's not stale to me yet.
Nah, I think they might end it after 100. I think she might get to 100, dude. I thought she got to 50. I was just like, I wouldn't. What did this take? How long did this take? A year or two?
A year, but you know, she started off real slow. She wasn't getting matches every week like that. She's starting to get more now doing, a month.
Main event, we had Darby Allin defending his belt against Samoa Joe for the TNT title. This match, just a lot of crap happening. I just suggest you go and watch the whole thing because there was just so much. Darby came down to the ring in a what was it? A sweater with thumbtacks all over it.
Yeah, coat. Yeah,
that's how he started. And he launched himself at Joe in the beginning. I'm like, what the hell? Good lord. So Darby, Darby got like thrown on to these two inverted chairs at one point in the match. He ran at Joe into the corner, who picked him up and slammed him down with like a Uranagi. He started beating up on Darby Allin on the turnbuckles, and then he just chucked him over the ring. It looked insane. I'm noticing that all of these spots are just Darby Allin getting just destroyed that I'm mentioning, but Darby
match.
At one point, Darby he was feeling himself. He was on fire. He went to the top rope. He got the spiked sweater. Went for a coffin drop. He hit it. He went and Joe was on the outside of the ring, and he went around the ring and he started cutting off the stuff that was holding the ring together. He was just dismantling everything, just stripping it down to the floorboards essentially. So after he did that, there was a table that was set on the outside. Joe was standing right in front of it. He launched himself in front of Joe and Joe did the classic just no look walk away Joe move that if you've seen him do it in the past, you know what I'm talking about. And Darby just crashed and burned on the outside of the ring into that table. It was disgusting. And so he throws Darby back into the ring, and Darby gets the advantage, tries to go to the top rope, but the Joe lands on the ropes, knocks him down, and hits a top rope muscle buster onto the bare floorboards of the ring for the 3 count. That looked painful as hell to take. And Joe won. Joe is now the king of television all over again.
Yep, and then if it was followed up by, which I'm happy that Joe won. I told you after he lost, I was like, dang, I wish they would have let him hold the titles longer. But I understood why they gave it to Darby in Seattle. But Warlow comes back at the end, and Warlow and Joe are about to go at it again after Warlow cut his ponytail, which I completely forgot about. It was a solid show. Warlow's not getting the same reaction no more, and I can understand why. It's just like he's getting a pop, but it's not the same Warlow pop that he was getting, earlier this year, or I'm sorry, late last year, or earlier last year, I should say. Dang, I keep forgetting it's 2023 now. So he's not getting that same pop. But we'll see what they do with Warlow, man. It's just so many question marks with a lot of people on the roster. I don't know what they're doing.
You said Darby attempted to put the sweater back on, but that is true. Yeah,
he could not get the sweater.
Man, I saw him. He started putting his hands in there, and he just went like. I was just like, yo.
Tony has an obsession with talking about Becky Lynch. It's getting pretty scary. It's getting pretty scary now. He's bringing Becky in this, and we're talking about a whole nother brand in the wrestling pro. But yeah, Warlow is just like Becky, is sadly mid. So, and Bob Ruski with the response. But AEW was a solid show. It was, trying to think. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I would rank it. It was all right.
I think Dynamite was at least match wise had a really good card.
First match was good. The first match was real good. The main event was real good. So the bookend matches were great.
I thought that the beginning and the end were great too, and I liked Takeshita and Cage.
Yeah,
I thought that was also really good too.
Yeah, it was a solid match card. It's just I don't know. I just had a different vibe. Maybe because I didn't watch it live. I just had a different vibe about Dynamite. But yeah, the matches were good, so I give them that. That's a solid show. But shout out to AEW Dynamite. We're getting right on through this here. Let's get to if the background comes up. Let's see. One of the reasons I do the freaking background is because it helps me on YouTube when I go back and edit the description to put the timestamp on there. There we go. Let's get into SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. SmackDown was an interesting show. It was good as far as it entertained me a little bit, but it was so many freaking commercials on this SmackDown. I feel like we was doing a watch along for that Survivor Series that we did. Yeah. And I'm sitting here on stream like, what? Like, why is there so many freaking commercials today? Like, it was more than normal in my opinion, but let's get into it. Hold on. I got it on the wrong screen. I'm sorry. Let me pull SmackDown up. So SmackDown started off with Braun Strowman and Ricochet defeating Imperium to win the SmackDown Tag Team Title Contenders Tournament, and they will face the Usos this Friday, or they might just be facing Jimmy. Who knows? I don't know where Jay is. Jay was nowhere to be found. But as of right now, we have Braun Strowman and Ricochet as the number one contenders after defeating Imperium. Any thoughts on that match?
I was kind of hoping Imperium would win, honestly.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna win though.
I know. I'm kind of worried now that they won. I'm not too worried. I don't think that Ricochet and what's his name, Braun are gonna win these titles, because I mean, I think because I think the bigger plan is to have Sami and Kevin go after these titles at WrestleMania. Unfortunately,
Typical WWE.
But yeah, I don't think that. But I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. This is just a like a smooth over program for the Usos. That's all it is. So.
Get the tables ass.
Exactly what Babaruski said. It just means that Imperium's not going to be taking that L against the Usos. So I guess it's a positive.
Oh, you guys enjoying Strowman and Ricochet as a team? I mean, it's funny because all the talk that Strowman was doing about the little guys, and they was like, you know what? We're just going to team you up with a little guy. Here's Ricochet, little flippy guy. Now you have fun with that. And now he's, they trying to keep him face because the crowd was going to turn on him, and they wasn't ready for him to turn face yet. So I mean heel yet. So they teamed him up with him and got him hyping him up. So it's all right. I mean, it ain't. I've seen worse tag teams put together. I don't mind this one that much.
I just want Braun to throw Ricochet around more. That's all I want.
Wow. In the match, oh Lord. This is gonna make me go on a rant too. Charlotte Flair defeated Sonya Deville yet again for a SmackDown Women's title. For the SmackDown Women's title, she retained her title. I went on a mini rant last week saying I don't understand how Sonya Deville is getting these title matches when she ain't beat nobody. Mm-hmm. They haven't promoted her. And look, Sonya Deville is legit. I'm gonna say it again. She's a legit badass who has a MMA fight background. You could have built her up for this and made it believable. Right? Mm-hmm. No, you don't do that. She couldn't beat Bianca when she was on Raw. She couldn't beat Liv when Liv was the champion. They put in some random tag teams and she lost all those matches. She couldn't beat nobody, and she even went to NXT for a little bit to do her little thing with Mandy, like a little mini reunion, and that didn't work out either. So how are we supposed to believe that Sonya Deville has had more title matches than anybody on the main roster in the last year, 365 days? Maybe Liv is the only one that's probably had more. No, she had more title matches than Liv because Liv was actually the champion. I'm talking about like as a challenger. Sonya Deville has had more title matches than anybody.
I can't confirm that 100%, but it sounds right just because. I mean, as of pretty lately, too. She had a match against Bianca on Monday before the Rumble, went into the Rumble, then went here on Friday and got a match against Charlotte. So, I mean, just based off of that alone, and she stuck with Mandy, had matches with her and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't understand it. They won't put the title on her though.
Yeah, but
they'll give her opportunities.
Right, and anyway, let me keep going because I'm gonna get mad. That'll be a rant. The Viking Raiders defeated the Brawling Brutes in a very physical match. That was a good tag match between those two teams. Any thoughts on that match?
That was really good. I just feel like nobody's on it back in a rut though already. I feel like they're still not getting the response that I want them to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not gonna get their response. They killed them. Vince did a number on them. They would never get their response again unless something just crazy. They have to do something super crazy to start getting people to actually care about them again. They're trying now. They had Drew McIntyre and Sheamus attack the Viking Raiders. Sheamus running out here in these church shoes on that slick stage, goes for a punch and slides down immediately.
I was gonna say, if you noticed that, yeah.
No, but they're setting up Viking Raiders versus McIntyre and Sheamus, which most likely means the Viking Raiders are going to lose. Mm-hmm. So again, how you supposed to care about them? I will say, I don't know. I feel like this is a missed opportunity with with Sheamus and Drew. This would be my argument that there need to be belts on each brand, because I feel like they would be really dope tag champions. You just got two big dudes that just go around starting beating people's asses. They don't care. They just get in fights. Beat each other up. Yeah, they beat each other up as well.
Yeah, I would love to see these guys as tag champions, but they don't. There's no tag belts. They can't. Oh man, I don't know. They can't lose these belts. It's so.
Oh, they about to lose them soon. It's happening soon.
But
they starting to defend them on different brands now, so it's happening soon. Natalya wins a fatal 4-way match to earn a right to compete in an Elimination Chamber match for the Raw Women's title opportunity at WrestleMania. She defeated Shotzi, Zelina,
and they had this match on SmackDown.
Yeah. She defeated Shotzi, Zelina, and Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
I had mixed emotions about this when it happened. I was like, okay. Because Natalya is not going to win a title. So,
and I don't care to see her win one either.
I'd rather see Shayna get that. I thought Shayna was going to get her push again once Triple H came back. And it kind of started with Ronda, and then it went away like instantly. And Shayna is back to being the Vince McMahon Shayna.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? They are in Canada, so they got to have her to get that hometown pop. So I understood why they had Natalya.
Yes. I don't know how I didn't make that connection. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, so they're in Canada.
Obviously, she had to be in that match. Yeah.
Right. She had to be in that match. She's a heart. That's. So I was like, okay, I understand it. And Natalya, she's been a solid wrestler for so long. And when she was in her prime, you had an opportunity to really use, and you didn't use it like you should have. So, hey, now it's just like nobody cares anymore. But her nose is getting thinner and thinner every time. She gonna be looking like Michael Jackson in a minute. I'm gonna need her to, protect that nose a little better. And then we get Roman Reigns. First of all, Roman Reigns was backstage with the Bloodline. They can't find Jey Uso. He's sitting there asking Jimmy multiple times, "Where is your brother?" He's asking Solo too. Solo ain't even flinching. Solo's just looking off, being Solo. Solo's in his own little world, which is hilarious to me.
I love how he doesn't question Solo again, too. He just says it once. He's like, Solo, you seen him? And Solo's just like, yeah. And then that's it. He's just like, all right, yep, Solo doesn't know. He's like,
and then Jimmy, I said, where's your brother?
Yeah.
Jimmy, like I'm going to tell you again, I ain't saying. So, yeah, I'm like, he punked the Usos, but hey, because Jimmy like, yo, I just told you. If you watch the stream that I did Friday, even when he asked Jimmy again, I said, he just said he didn't see him. Like, I answered for Jimmy because I got irritated with the way Roman was questioning him, asking the same question. What up, Rod? He said Roman's biggest fear is Solo. Yeah, but like when he asked him again, you hear me on stream, hey man, he just because I got irritated, but it was funny. But yeah, so Roman comes out. He sends Jimmy and Solo to their catering truck, their own personal catering truck, and say, "Hey, we got sushi, steak, we got all this right for y'all." Barry Monkey, what's good? Yeah, okay. He talking about the titles and the people there. So yeah, we got sushi and steak and all that for you. Y'all go enjoy it. I'm gonna go to the ring and handle my business. So he comes to the ring. He said, I wanted him to tell you, man, see, here you go. Being thirsty, Dynamite. Here you go. But that's a good question though. Good question. She ain't gonna be on TV though, so you might well just go to the YouTube, buddy. Or the Instagram, whatever you follow her on.
OnlyFans.
Does she have that for real?
I think so, yeah.
All right, I'll get my $5 together and nah. But somebody leaking it for free somewhere, so you'll be able to find it.
That's how the internet works, absolutely.
Yep. I saw Manny for free, so there you go.
Hey.
There you go. So, but yeah, so Roman comes out. He's like, what y'all want me to talk about? Kind of like, the Cody Rhodes line. Crowd is chanting Sami. He said, y'all want me to talk about Sami? Yeah, I should be talking about Cody Rhodes. That's the Royal Rumble winner. That's the guy that's the number one contender for my titles at WrestleMania. That's the guy that deserves my attention. But here I am. Y'all, you lowlifes or whatever he called them. I can't remember exactly what he called them. He's like, but you won't, whatever he called them, want me to talk about Sami. So yeah, I'll talk about Sami and I'm going to tell my side of the story. This started at War Games when I looked Sami in the eyes and told him I saw everything I needed to see. And what did I see? I saw a man that just want things from me and just want to take from me and basically going to this whole story that Sami just wanted to use his island of relevancy to get his name out there. He gets attacked from behind from a guy in a hoodie, and it's Sami Zayn throwing punches. The crowd pops hard as hell when Sami, reveals himself, and they are going crazy. And I'm like, Sami is bold. Sami is throwing hands at Roman. Roman gets back to his feet and just start kneeing the hell out of Sami in the midsection. Both knees. He looking like Brock Lesnar the way he was throwing these knees. Sami goes down. Roman tells Paul to get a chair. Paul does the penguin run over to the chair section, and he grabs a chair. Roman turns around. Sami hit him with a spear.
That was a nice spear. That was a nice looking spear. Good Lord.
Very good spear.
Oh my God.
By Sami Zayn. The crowd pops hard again. Sami grabs a chair, and he's starting to think about Rumble when Roman beat the crap out of him with the steel chair. So he starts swinging. Roman escapes, and then Sami just like he's yelling at the top of his lungs, like the adrenaline is floating. Yeah, I was like, boy, Sami out here yelling.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, like damn. That adrenaline is flowing right now through Sami. And he told Roman, I never wanted anything from you. You're wrong about me. I never wanted anything. I just wanted to be your friend and be in the bloodline, basically is what he's saying. Never wanted anything. But he's like, I want something now. So now I'm thinking in my head, please just say Universal title so I could, so we can stick to the storyline that I wanted to see. And he said WWE Universal Undisputed, whatever you call it, WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. And I was like, dang, he said all of them. Which means he's going to go to the Elimination Chamber and he's going to lose.
Oh, he's going to lose for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
And I don't know how they're going to do this.
We are going to see, I was going to say, we're probably going to, I don't know if we'll see a clean finish though. That's the thing. Because I can see something happening where, what's his name? Kevin Owens comes down. Because we're probably not going to see Kevin Owens. Elimination Chamber is 2 weeks away. So we're probably not going to see Kevin Owens until Montreal. Yeah. And that's going to be that'll be a huge pop too when Owens comes to save Sami.
You say, is it SummerSlam's in Toronto? I don't know. I don't know, King, if it's in Toronto or not. I haven't looked that far ahead. But if it is, yeah. I don't know. I just think the time is now to strike on Sami. And if you push him back down into the tag division with Kevin Owens, it'll be cool because KO and Sami is straight. They popular or whatever, but it's the tag division. Sami is getting that Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan type of pop, Cesaro type of pop. After Cesaro got hot, they never pulled the trigger on Cesaro either. They just turned it into a comedy act with the spin. So, and I'm nervous that that's what they're gonna do with Sami Zayn.
Right now, they're being serious with him at least. So,
yeah, but how long is that gonna last? The Elimination Chamber, and is it?
That's the big question. What happens after Elimination Chamber? That's what I want to know. I want to see. I don't know. I feel like Triple H is smarter, so I feel like he has an idea of what he wants to do, but we'll see what happens. I really hope that they just go ahead with the 2 titles for each night. You know what I mean? Or 1 title for each night.
1 title for each night.
Yeah.
I mean, if Roman lose that first match, I think the first match should be against Sami if they do 2 nights. And have Sami get his moment. And now Roman, once again, like I said, that pressure is on him now. This is my last hope to keep my family name and keep that bloodline going. I'm going up against somebody that's trying to get legacy for his family. So, yeah.
And it would make even more sense if he goes after Sami, loses against Sami. Now he's shook. He's just like, I just lost against a guy that was saying he was a part of my family and stuff like that. He's not even thinking straight going into the second match against Cody. Cody's able to capitalize and get the win.
Yep. So. Like Roman is distraught. He's not the same. He disappeared and he come back at SummerSlam or Survivor Series. Get his little vacation, come back in one of those big pay-per-views. He say, Paul lost my trust as a booker when Dakota Kai went on her whole NXT run and didn't win a world title. But get over it.
Red Sox, you think so? I think it has potential. The way that both Roman and Cody are both good storytellers. Or at least Roman definitely turned into a very good storyteller in the ring. So, won't be a great technical spectacular, but it still could be a decent match.
That's gonna be a fire match, actually. I think it's gonna be a fire match. The story's they're gonna tell. I think there's gonna be a fire match. And yeah, that's SmackDown in a nutshell, man. Any thoughts on SmackDown?
The stuff that happened again with the bloodline, just making everything come together again. So tag team match was dope too, but yeah, those are like the only two things that really stood out for me. So
yeah, tag match was fire. Actually, both tag matches were pretty good. I didn't mind either tag match. The Fatal 4-Way match, women's match, was actually a little better than what I thought. Zelina pulled out some moves, showing that she can wrestle. She almost killed herself again, as always. She's gonna come close to a concussion every match when she does a high flying move. But hey, she's still surviving, so good for Zelina. Did you see the car race between Dominic and Rey Mysterio?
No.
Oh man, you gotta watch it, bro. New Day and Rey Mysterio visit NASCAR. I don't know what driver it was. It's a veteran, old school driver, and of course, Judgment Day pops up because Dom just can't leave his dad alone, right? So, and Dom was hilarious. In his whole.
Listen, Dom has been getting a lot better ever since going to jail. He has come back and he is just amazing now. Like he was cutting promos on Cody this week. He's like, if you had come to me like that when we were in the clink, and I was just like, Dom, shut the hell up.
Like it was one point where Dom is talking to the older driver. He's like, who's this old man in pajamas? And they was just looking at him like, how you gonna disrespect this legend like this? And then they racing each other, like they're literally racing each other on a NASCAR track, right? And Dom, he said something to the extent like, yeah, I learned how to do this move from my cellmate in line. And Ray was like, man, shut up, you wasn't in jail. Like, it's hilarious, bro. You got to go watch that little skit. Do I see Jey Uso costing Sami at the Elimination Chamber? I don't know, because I don't know if they're allowed in Canada or not. I think Jay is and Jimmy is not.
Ooh, that's true.
But again, the WWE can find ways to work out something. So as of right now, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just reading the comment.
Yeah, as of right now, they haven't been allowed in Canada. So
Red Sox fan, I haven't done a Stardom watch along in a while, but I was thinking about doing one for this most recent show because they have crowds can make noise again in Japan. So, and I heard that this crowd was really good in Nagoya. So,
yeah, Adam, we already said Sami ain't winning, so you got to come to the party a little early. Got to come to the party a little earlier, man. We already done with SmackDown. We about to move on to Rampage. Is all yours, my guy.
Going to Rampage. All right, we started off with the Trios Championship on the line, the Elite against the Firm, with the Elite just killing Isaiah Cassidy basically to win this match. So Isaiah Cassidy was in the ring by himself. Ethan Page was on the outside being checked on by Matt Hardy. Cassidy was yelling at Matt Hardy to help him and get to the other side so he could tag somebody. So Matt thieves Cassidy and starts to go over to the corner. Cassidy's just dragging himself to the other side. He gets there, but Matt Hardy's still not there. And just when Matt Hardy's about to reach there, Kenny just comes in from behind and blasts Isaiah Cassidy with a V-trigger right into the ring ropes. And then he drags his body, hits him with a one-winged angel. The Bucks pick him up. They hit him with a BTE trigger V-trigger combination, and it's just, Cassidy was dead. He wasn't getting up from that. The next match we had was Swerve Strickland going up against Brian Pillman Jr. Swerve beats Brian Pillman Jr. And then afterwards, his people come in. They start beating up on Brian Pillman, and then who is it that comes for the save? Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes comes down for the save. So I guess the next match is Swerve and Dustin Rhodes. Tony Storm and Saraya against the Renegades. Tony Storm and Saraya wins. Then they spray paint something on there.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. I do not know at all. I couldn't read that. Main event, we had Roosh going up against Christopher Daniels. They were selling this match as two former ROH champions going at it. I guess there's been word going around the locker room that tapings will be starting soon in Florida for ROH. So I assume that after this next show, we will actually have a start date for these first couple of shows, which thank God, because holy hell, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
But Christopher Daniels goes for the best moonsault ever, misses. Roosh is able to get him into the corner and hits him with the bull's horns for the win. And that sets up Roosh going into his match with Danielson next week. That was Rampage.
There you go. Can you believe that it's been over a year? It's been a year already since he purchased Ring of Honor.
That's crazy, isn't it? Good Lord. At least we got three fire matches with the Briscoes and FTR out of it. So
we did, man. Dang,
Red Fox fan, is Julia's new theme good or is it not good? Is it better than her old theme? Go ahead.
I don't remember either. I don't remember either.
You said Mercedes is the new Hogan? What?
Huh? Mercedes?
That's
who?
Crazy. You must be talking about the only Mercedes we know.
Nah, he must be talking about the car or some shit. I don't know. Nah, don't do that.
You said
don't
Paige. Oh, I see. He says Paige and Tony are becoming the outsiders, and Mercedes is going to be Hogan. I see. Okay.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah. No, I don't think Mercedes is going to. Well, what? Do they have a big? When is Revolution? In March? Mercedes still has times to make that show, actually. Yeah, because it's March 5th. And Battle in the Valley is February 22nd. So it could happen.
Did you see that crowd there at AEW this week?
In Ohio, yeah.
What is happening?
What you mean? Like it wasn't big? Wasn't big enough for you?
No. It was empty.
On certain parts, are you saying? Like during the show?
So you know how normally where the hard cam side is not as full as, you know, the side that's facing the hard cam, you know, that side is always full. And then the hard cam side will have like its sections blocked off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody posted a video from the arena and the only side in the sections that was actually full was what we saw on TV.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like even the part like to the I guess the right, if you're watching on TV, to the right side, that little bold area is normally full, right? That joint, they had to turn the lights off. It was empty. If you watch Rampage was real dark because the people that was there started leaving as well. Like you could barely see any outside the first 2-3 rows on Rampage. But somebody posted on Twitter and I was like, this is crazy.
Well, I'm looking at the ticket sales right now. They did let's say almost sell out to capacity. They went what?
They ain't no way. Talking about for Wednesday?
It says yes. It says capacity was 4,838. Tickets distributed for 4,000 with 782 available seats left. That was for Ohio. Yeah, I'm looking at it right. This is a reliable source. WrestleTix is very reliable.
They are, but who's buying the tickets?
I don't know, but this is what it says.
Hold on, man. Somebody lying because
Otavio, thank you for following. I appreciate it.
Somebody is lying.
Those Rampage shows are trash. Yeah, it's a long time because you're there for what? Think about it. You're there for what?
Dark?
Elevation. No. You're there for Elevation, not Dark, because they don't do Dark there anymore. But you're there for Elevation. You're there for Dynamite, and then you're there for Rampage. All that together is at least 4 hours. It's crazy, depending on how long Elevation even goes too. So sometimes they'll have those crazy amounts of shows on an Elevation.
King said Tony Khan buying them tickets again. I'm gonna just go back to this video to make sure I'm not tripping, because what I saw and my initial reaction, I immediately asked, I say, where are these guys? Because maybe it was a snow night and they just couldn't get out there because it was iced out in Dallas in Texas. So I was like, maybe that's what it was. And somebody said Ohio. And I was like, okay, well, if it was in Ohio, then maybe it was snow. Let me see if this is on screen. You see this on screen?
Yes.
All right.
Gigi Dolan's biggest fan.
I'm gonna watch it the same as you.
Oh shoot.
So the upper section over there, and I'm used to this side, being empty.
Well, is this go back again? Or is it gonna bounce?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's gonna keep playing, yeah. I can't tell.
Is that Rampage or is that
I don't know. The person in the comment section said this was like right before Dynamite started.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm telling you.
He said it was like 7 minutes before Dynamite started in the comment section.
Oh, before it started? Oh, okay.
So this is after dark and all this. I'm like, maybe they went and got something to eat or something, but this didn't look too hot.
It looks like a Rampage banner on the bottom of the ring.
Yeah. It does.
See the blue?
Let me go to the comments. Dang it. Hold on. That's Bob Ruski's telling me where they were. Because I'm like, I haven't seen it. What city were they in? Oh no, they just arguing.
Oh, that one's
yeah.
Oh Lord.
So you saying you brought a ticket and made it before the show started? Awesome, have fun. You sure that section is sealed off? 70% full. I can't find the comments I'm looking for. These are all new comments that I haven't seen before. Yeah, these just people arguing, but oh, there you go. Starts in 6 minutes. I'm not hating, I'm just saying. And then there it is. Oh, okay. Let's look at this one. It looks the same. It's the same, ain't it?
Wait. No, he's definitely at elevation.
You said elevation?
Oh yeah, you can see the black and right there.
Okay, got you. So yeah, I was just seeing videos and I was like, what is going on? Because AEW normally, from what I know, AEW does a good job. You said there was no snow in Ohio.
There was snow in Ohio.
It basically starts at 7 and ends at 12.
I told you I went to I went to the first Arthur Ashe show, and that was when they were doing Dark and Elevation together, and that was crazy.
He said Darby broke the ring. Oh wow. Did he break the ring one?
He cut everything up, and they had to reset it all. He cut all the ropes that were holding everything together, so they had to retie everything.
It had the wood exposed and all that. He did right. So, but yeah, I just had to show you that because I'm like, man, I've been seeing stuff, and I'm like, I need to know what's going on because it's not the first week that I've seen them talk about the attendance falling. So I just want to know if you were seeing anything like that. But that is Rampage. For you, let's get into, I guess we go ahead and do our Power 5, our top 5 power rankings right now. Let's go ahead. All right, top 5 power ranking superstars for this week. You want to go first or you want me to do it?
I will. I'll let you go first. I went first last week. I'll let you go first.
All right, let me get budget cut back on the screen. Jeez. So number 5, we're gonna start off with Samoa Joe. He's got the TNT title back. He's a double title holder again. We'll start off with him. Number 4. Number 4 is a little difficult. I'm struggling between Danielson and Ricochet and Braun as a team because both got big wins. I guess the only reason I'm gonna give it to Ricochet and Braun is because they did become number one contenders for the tag division. So I'm gonna give it to Ricochet and Braun for number 4. Number 3 is gonna go to Gallus from NXT. For they the new NXT tag champs last night. Shout out to them. Number 2 is going to go to Carmelo Hayes because Carmelo Hayes looks like he's finally about to get his NXT championship match, and he swept Apollo Crews last night.
Thank God.
And then number 1 is going to be Wesley and Dijakovic, the match. Those two together, because that was a classic NXT feel that they put on. It was just a great match, and I was just happy to see both of them do it. That the crowd was the hottest doing that match. So that's my top 5. Once again, it is. Damn, who did I say?
Don't ask me.
Gosh, hold on. Number 5 was. I forgot that fast, bro. Yeah, we already talked about Dijak and his freaking finger. Who? Oh, number 5 was Samoa Joe. Number 4 was Ricochet and Braun. Number 3 was Gallus. Number 2 was Carmelo Hayes, and number 1 was Wesley and Dijakovic for that match that they had. So yeah, and if I had to just pick one for number 1, so people like to be technical, that's not 5. Let's just say Wesley, since he won that match. There you go.
Well, you know what? It's our show, so we get to do what we want.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
So my number 5 is also going to be Samoa Joe because that match was awesome, and I like him as the king of television. I like that reign that he had before, so I'm excited that they're going back to that. Number 4 for me is going to go to Moxley for beating Hangman Page the way that he did. I thought that was really awesome and clever, and it made a lot of sense. I really liked that small added detail that the commentators put in there where they were just like, oh yeah, he was able to get out of that. He knows how to get out of his own move. Yeah. Like that. I thought that was really dope. So, and the pin for that was really clever too. He didn't just roll him up. He pinned his arm so Hangman couldn't go anywhere. Number 3, I'm going to give to Wesley because he had a fire match and came out victorious over Dijakovic. Well, I want to give an honorable mention to Dijakovic also because both of them made that feel like I was watching a classic takeover. And I loved that feeling. I started watching that match. I heard the crowd, and I turned my volume up all the way. I was just like back in the day. I was
started hot.
Yeah, they really had it going. I wish they could have kept that momentum up, but like, man, that match
died quickly.
But yeah, congratulations to those two on killing it. That was a really solid match. Number 2, I'm going to give to Will Ospreay. If you can look into the corner of my screen right now, there was a match with him and Will Ospreay, or with him and Taichi. New Beginning in Sapporo. This was a really, really, really good match that they had. Probably my match of the week, actually. Just a really good story that they were telling. Ospreay's trying to go on his little redemption arc after losing to Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom, and so he's trying to take on people, some of the toughest fighters that they have in New Japan in the best environments or their types of matches, and so he chose to fight Taichi in Sapporo, which is his hometown. Ended up coming victorious, and this was a really, really crazy match. I'm not giving him the number 1 spot, but I wanted to give a spot on the list. I gave him Ospreay, but I'm giving Taichi number 1 because I feel like Taichi is very, very I feel like he doesn't get enough love. I feel like a lot of people love him. He's kind of a crowd favorite, but I still want to see that Taichi singles run. And yeah, in this match again, he proved why he could be a really big star and a really big player for them in New Japan. So I give Taichi my number 1 spot. And yeah, if you haven't seen that match, make sure to go and check that out. Ospreay and Taichi from over the weekend. So that was really good.
Okay. Yeah, you got it?
Yeah, that's it. That's yeah. I got what Samoa Joe number
Uh-huh.
5. Shit. Oh, Moxley number 4. Wesley number 3. Will Ospreay number 2. Tai Chi number 1.
Okay, there you go. I heard one off there. I was one off there. Okay, yeah. So cool. That is the power rankings for this week. Now we got to get back into our choosing game. Let's get right into it. All right, we got a choosing game again this week. Y'all know what it is. We're pretty much going to start ending our shows like this, just to kind of, we talked about wrestling. Now we just mix some stuff in, good conversation to have fun at the end of the show. I give Dark these scenarios and he answered, and then sometimes he throw them right back at me. So who are you choosing? Let's get right into it. What era are you choosing, the 90s or the 2000s? And this is hip hop, lifestyle. This is everything.
Oh,
TV,
the 90s.
everything.
The 90s. That's easy. The 90s. Absolutely the 90s. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed that time period, bro. I wish that I was an adult living in the 90s. No, actually, I take that back.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I was gonna say there's a comedian that made a joke about how he said he was friends with like a black dude, and he's just like, man, he's like, I don't know if I could he's like, yeah, I feel like I'd be very safe time traveling, but I don't know if that would be the case. And I was just like, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm just saying, look,
man.
But the 2000s were fun too. And I look back on some, we just had the craziest. The hip hop style was crazy then, man. The tall tees and the super baggy jerseys, clothes, and headbands, and all that crap.
All that stuff. Yeah.
2000s was funny, man. But it was fun times too. Like if you look at the music videos and all that, it was just different. But I'll take the 90s as well. This is a battle of 3: pancakes, waffles, or French toast.
Oh man. Oh, this one's tough. I've always been on the fence with waffles. I used to hate waffles as a kid, actually. I used to get pissed because the syrup would get stuck in the squares. When I got older, I'm saying when I got older, I appreciated it. When I was a kid, I hated it. But when I got older, I was just like, no, this is it. Number 1. I've always loved pancakes.
Yeah.
French toast I have occasionally. So I don't know if maybe I'll take that one out. Maybe it's just oh geez, this one's tough. Damn. And if you make a really good waffle, oh man.
I'm saying
I might have to go with a waffle. You make a good waffle, that'll hit the spot every time.
It's the same.
And it can be. Good Lord. I'm gonna go with the waffle.
So what's crazy? He said, "What a weird kid." Yeah, of course, he ain't gonna say something. But what's crazy is, as a kid coming up, I was pancakes all day. Right, that was my favorite. And then maybe like in my 20s, it turned to waffles was my favorite over pancakes, even though I like both. And now,
so yeah, we're kind of the same then.
Yeah, but now I've had like some good French toast recently. I was like, bro, I would eat. And when we went to Mexico, I was eating French toast over the waffles and the pancakes. So now I think I'm in my French toast stage. I think if I have to choose right now, I'm gonna have to say French toast, which is crazy.
French toast? Okay, hey.
But the pancakes had the longest reign out of all of them. But
pancakes are just safe. You can go. I remember when I used to make those. I used to make those like crazy, all the time. That was like my breakfast thing right there. Like I would just make. Oh man, it was a problem. So, I had perfected a formula and dope. Ooh.
No, when the waffle maker came out, that's when That's when I started gaining my weight. I was like, "Yep, flip. It's easy too, and it's cheap. Like, man, got these kids in there. All right, let's make a waffle real quick. Let's go." Man, we were eating waffles like crazy, dude. I gained so much weight eating them damn waffles, boy. Just buy a big old bag of waffle mix and just at home, just flip it. That's easy. You ain't got to spend no more money the rest of the week on these kids. So yeah, eating waffles like crazy, man. Who are you taking vocally, Keisha Cole or Mary J. Blige? They both known for yelling and being dramatic. Not really known for singers, but
I might go with Mary just because of her catalog of songs. That's it.
well, this is just
I would say
vocals.
that. So we're taking that out and everything.
Yep, no
Oh, man.
songs, just vocals. If you had to listen to one sing to you with no track, who you take? Mary J or Keisha Cole?
Are they in the room with me also and everything?
However you want to spin it, but they singing to you vocals.
If that's the case, then I'm taking Keisha all day.
Oh man,
Oh shoot! But vocally, I guess
Dynamite J. You see, you being an N-word.
Cassie.
Y'all always like adding people that ain't in the conversation. We talking about two people. Black people love adding new stuff. People that ain't even in the category, they just like to add their own. And no.
Oh shoot! I'll take Mary. I'll take Mary.
That's tough, dude.
Mm-hmm. Who would you do? What would you do?
I don't know. That's why I asked you. So, I'm trying to think of Mary's best notes on her songs and Keisha's best notes on her songs.
Shut up, King. Good Lord, get out of here.
Yeah.
I did this, man. Oh my God.
Jeez, I don't know, man. I think Mary's voice is a little smoother, but Keisha Cole could do like more runs with hers. Like she could do a little more, with her. Hey, that's tough, bro.
She got more range.
And they both get annoying when they at the hot spots of the song. Oh shoot. Jeez.
Yeah, you picked a tough one.
I'll take Keisha, I guess.
All right, both of them get some love on the show.
Yeah, I'll take Keisha. I'll take Keisha. Which Power spinoff is better, Kanan, Tommy, or Tariq's?
Kanan. Tariq. Wait, you said Ghost? Oh, yeah. Kanan's 100%.
No hesitation on that, huh?
Oh yeah, I love. Did you finish the second season?
Oh, y'all all love them. Yeah.
I had a late start on BMF, so I only watched the first episode, so I'm still trying to work through that one. Thank God they put Lala in another show. But
you said what episode are you on right now?
I'm literally just on the second episode, so I got catching up to do.
What is this? The fourth one today or this week?
I think it'll be either. I think it's like the 5th.
It might. Yeah. Okay. So catch up to the week before this week. You're gonna enjoy Lala a lot. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, she's making it known that hey, Carmelo ain't finna enjoy none of these shows. She's single now, so that's what she's doing.
Man.
Who is the better black TV dad? Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow, Floyd Henderson from Smart Guy.
Oh, Rocky in here, the chat says Uncle Phil. Man.
Why? Because he rich? I know who I got on this one.
Man, the guy from Smart Guy was really good too. He was a dope dad. You know who didn't have on the list? Did you ever watch that show One on One?
Flex, yeah.
Flex?
Flex is not on this list with them. No. That's disrespectful, dog. No. I'll put Flex up against Moesha Daddy. Yeah, we can do that. Who's a better dad between Flex and Moesha Daddy? Nah, we not doing that. Nah.
Oh shoot. Yeah. I think I have to go with Phil on this one though. I'm gonna probably go with Uncle Phil. Yeah, he was really there for Will. He helped him out.
Okay. I mean, I understand they got the money and all that, but there was plenty of times where Phil got in trouble for not being there for his family and putting his politics first. So Phil got to go. Carl Winslow.
So actually, just watch that too. You're right.
Yeah, Carl Winslow. always had Harriet and all that.
He said Pops from the Wayne's Brothers. He said,
Nah, Pops. Well, no,
that
Pops
man
gotta
was
go
a menace.
to.
He was a menace.
Gotta
Bro.
go
He
to,
was-
yeah. So
Oh, Lord.
I have. It has to be Floyd, single dad. The mom died, I believe. So he was stuck. Yeah, we B Dave, you late. Boy, we didn't talk about all that already. We ain't even on wrestling no more. So yeah, Floyd Henderson got to win, bro.
And he had to deal with a prodigy.
Yeah, single dad, 3 kids in high school at the same time. One of them is a 10-year-old genius. And he was holding it down, had his own roofing company and just handling business, teaching them right from wrong and all that. He said, what about dad from sister Ray? Nah, he ain't in this category either. Ray is more with Flex and
How's Ray? What? How you putting Ray and Flex on the same? That's crazy. You can't do that.
Man, Ray ain't all that, man. Ray made a whole bunch of mistakes on that show. Ray's in the same category Moesha Daddy. Get out of here, man. Yeah, I got Floyd Henderson, buddy.
He said, Rocky's like, you right. I would have lost my patience with Smart Guy.
I'm telling you, hey, because he knew it all too, bruh.
He did have to deal with the prodigy, man.
Hey, TJ tried him a couple of times too. And then Marcus was that typical kid. So, yeah, Floyd had to deal with a lot, man. I think we did this one before a long time ago, but Boy Meets World versus Saved by the Bell.
I'm going Boy Meets World. I thought the stories in there. I thought it started off kind of. I didn't really care for the earlier seasons.
Yeah.
But I thought when they got older, it got really good, and Topanga got really good. So
there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Boy Meets World.
Saved by the Bell. I grew up on both actually, because I watched a lot of Saved by the Bell when I was younger, and then Boy Meets World started coming up. We basically grew up with Corey and Topanga. So, and the ones I watch most, like if I watch replay, is Boy Meets World over Saved by the Bell. So I think I'm gonna take Saved by the Bell. I'm sorry, Boy Meets World. Bob Ruski said I don't think I watched enough Save. I used to, all of it. We putting it all together. We putting the college together.
Saved by the Bell used to be on like when it would come on before I would go like to school in the morning. So I'd watch that like a lot, like back in the day. So I hated the college shit. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was
Elizabeth Berkley's career ended up being very interesting after she left that show, though. Man,
She did a movie scene.
Yeah,
that killed her career. Yeah,
that whole movie, not just that one scene.
But, well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So.
But I was thinking today, because I saw what is it called? I saw somebody share that on Twitter, and I was just like, I feel like if this happened like now, I don't think her career would have went down, because back then doing something like that was career suicide. Yeah, that was crazy. You couldn't. Yeah,
she do it now. She a star.
Yeah.
But B Day, appreciate the follow. I forgot to tell you that earlier. He said my favorite was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air dad when he threw Jazz out the window.
Well, I'm saying he's always
nah, bro. And then if you want to add Uncle Phil from Bel-Air, he sure ain't winning that category.
I was gonna say, how is that? Have you seen that? How is that?
Bel-Air is actually good. I thought it was gonna suck. Like,
so it's worth it.
They're trying to make, because it's not like the Fresh Prince. Like, it's different, but
I know, yeah.
Nah, I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I ended up loving it. And it's coming back on for season 2 later on this month. So, yeah, go ahead and give it a shot, bro. Go ahead and give it a shot.
I'll try it.
Let's go to food real quick. Taco Bell or Taco Bueno?
Gonna go with Taco Bell, because we don't have a Taco Bueno here.
Oh man!
But also, I just want to say that I hate Taco Bell also, so I can't stand Taco Bell.
Do y'all have a Del Taco?
No, the only other Mexican thing that we have here is like that's like a drive-through restaurant kind of, is like a Chipotle pretty much. It's our only 2 options. There might be something else like local, but we don't have like any other real like drive-through restaurant.
That's crazy, because we got like a Taco Casa, Del Taco, Taco Bueno.
Trust me, I would love multiple options for Mexican food other than the ones that we have. Trust me.
He said El Polo Loco. Y'all got that? I think that's Texas.
We
Or
have
South.
a what is it called? Las Palapas. Do you guys have that?
Nah.
Yeah. It's our best Mexican place.
Noel, where you at? I don't know where you are, Noel. What part of the earth you on? But okay, I guess Taco Bell gets the win by default.
Default, yeah.
Which one is your favorite pay-per-view? SummerSlam or Survivor Series?
Just in general?
Yeah.
You said SummerSlam or Survivor Series? I would probably
What,
say
they got it in Houston? What? Never noticed that.
I would probably say SummerSlam, because that's when they put on like a lot of big matches and stuff like that. And I feel like my love for Survivor Series has also been kind of hampered by like multiple years of just nonsense. Like we haven't gotten any good story matches for a long while. SummerSlam has still been primarily that one time of the year where we get good matches or decent matches or something like that. But like what? Since from like I would say since from 2016 to 2020, what was last year? 2020. What was last year? I said from to 2021. All we had was SmackDown versus Raw, SmackDown versus Raw, SmackDown versus Raw. So that kind of killed it for me. We had one year where they did NXT in there, and that was fire. But yeah,
and Vince killed NXT right after.
Oh yeah, he's like,
no, this is too good, pal. They're cheering for you guys. They're cheering for Walter and Keith Lee over Roman. So yeah. I used to love Survivor Series because you think of the Dolph Survivor Series when Sting came back.
I think
debut and all that.
I think with what they're doing now with Survivor Series, I'm probably gonna end up liking Survivor Series more. If you ask me this question, probably I don't know, like a year or so from now, yeah, I'm probably gonna end up switching my answer, especially if they keep doing what they're doing. Because this year was the first time I watched Survivor Series, and I was like, thank fucking God.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the first maybe 2-3 years of the SmackDown versus Raw, and after that, I started seeing a pattern that I didn't like, and I was like, okay, like they always had Raw win the main event every time.
Yeah.
And Shane kept inserting himself into the damn match. With these, I was like, okay,
remember that one year he got concussed by Roman.
Yeah, he
went for the coast to coast, and Roman speared him, and he hit him right on the chin.
He was out.
Yeah, he was done.
And then they even had the women. I can't remember the SmackDown women ever winning a match. Like SmackDown always won the solo matches, but they never really got a fair chance. Like, just bring back bragging rights if you're gonna do that. So
that's what it was. That's much what it was. Yeah.
But that's typical Vince. Money in the Bank or Elimination Chamber?
Money in the Bank or Elimination Chamber? Money in the Bank. I like Money in the Bank more. Because sometimes you even see things on that show where it's just like you'll see the surprise cash-ins and stuff. So, but and you've got I've seen it, like, I don't know, I feel like there's been a lot better moments at Money in the Bank than there has Elimination Chamber. You know, like the night that all three members of the Shield won the title, that was pretty dope. So, yeah. I'm excited for Money in the Bank this year. It's gonna be in England. You know that crowd.
Oh yeah, that's
crazy.
That
was gonna be nuts.
I'm trying to think. I guess. What's good? I think I'm gonna go with Money in the Bank as well. And then the last one for the night: Topanga or Mara from Family Matters. You gotta Google her real quick. Matter of fact, I can put both of these on screen. Let me find them real quick since it's the last one.
Oh, Jesus, her? Oh my goodness. What does she look like now?
She passed away.
Oh no.
So,
when did that happen?
A long time ago, dude. Like,
oh my God.
I think right before or right after the show ended. It was either right before or right after the show ended.
Good Lord, Jesus, no way.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, she ended up having I think breast cancer.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
But she was
1990. She was only 30. Holy smokes, that's crazy.
Yeah, she was young. I thought somebody would have a side-by-side picture of them two up, but by now, because there's been a comparison a lot, but I can't find nothing on Google right now. So yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I'm looking at him. Side. This was the worst one.
Oh yeah, this is why this is the last one, buddy.
This one's the worst one. Oh my goodness.
This is the last one for a reason.
Good Lord. Oh man. I'm deep in thought right now, guys.
Noel said WWE fans said Topanga. Noel said Mara for the culture. B-Dave said Topanga if I spelled the name right. WWE. Oh, he already read WWE fan. B-Dave is on Money in the Bank. Look, he's struggling with this one, yeah. I knew I was gonna get him with this last one. I knew I was gonna get him.
Oh man, this one.
He thought it was gonna be super easy tonight.
Damn.
I tried to warn him last week that it wasn't gonna be easy.
I am going to go. Oh,
ooh,
man.
That's tough.
I'm gonna go with Topanga, I think. Oh goodness gracious! What if you threw Kelly in here from Saved by the Bell? That would really kill this. Oh my goodness.
Nah. Well, Kelly did get even better after she left Saved by the Bell.
Goodness gracious.
I don't know what Steve Urkel was thinking, man. They did Mara so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh-wee.
Are you still thinking now too?
Yep.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Let me hold on. He said Mara was always fine. Topanga took some time. That is true.
That is
but I mean, Topanga got to high school pretty fast, and she was like, all right, I'm here. I'm in high school. Time to switch it up. B-Dave said I had a crush on Topanga. Everybody did, bruh.
I need to stop watching Saved by the Bell again. I mean, I'm sorry. What is the show again?
Family Matters.
All of that, yeah.
yeah.
Good Lord.
So let's
Cam
see.
said facts. Holy smokes.
Let's share the screen, and we'll go through some stuff. Let me see if it's. All right. I don't know if I can make this bigger or not, but for the people who don't know, this is Topanga. I mean, I'm sorry, this is Mara.
It's Myra, yeah.
This is Mara. You know, she's always been fire. And Steve, for whatever reason, liked Laura over her. And I just don't understand it. Just don't understand it. Steve had a girl that was fine, loved him for him. He didn't have to change up. And he chased Laura for years, and she dissed him. And the only way she would date Steve is by Steve changing into Stefan. But he had this fine woman right here, and he didn't want, and he just kept telling her, I'm in love with somebody else. Yeah, we could date, but I'm in love with Laura. Like, Steve was, if there was ever a simp, it is Steve Urkel, son. All right. So that's Mara. Let's get it. I spelled the name wrong up there. I didn't even realize. Let's get it to Topanga. Ow. And she like wrestling too. Topanga likes wrestling.
Yeah, she does. Goodness gracious.
Man. Who you picked, Dark?
I picked Topanga. I picked
Topanga?
Yeah.
And this is more of her now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just time has just been very good to this woman.
I know, like that's crazy, bro. Hey, Dang, I hate I'm finna do this, but I'm gonna pick Topanga too. I hate I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick Topanga too. So golly, man. He said guys like to chase. Man, get out of here, Noel. Nobody likes to chase that much.
You said Cam says Topanga was that top tier, bro. Hey, that's true. Topanga was out, man. I'm telling you, Topanga.
So y'all took a while. I was gonna do Topanga versus Ashley Banks too.
Oh,
or Topanga versus I can't never remember that girl name, but she was on like he said we took a while. We did Bob Ruski. That's a tough one, bro. Noel's not happy about it. Then we both picked Topanga. What was that show that this girl was on? Hold on, I could Google her real quick. Was it not my brother and me? It was something with Robert Townsend.
Yeah, if we threw Kelly in here too, that would be a whole nother problem because Kelly, she just kept on getting hotter. It was ridiculous.
B Dave's like, there's Topanga now, Dad. Yes.
Oh,
he said, what about old? He said 6 from Blossom.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't remember that. What about the girl from Married with Children? The Parenthood, Noel. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, talking about Christina Applegate. Yeah, she fine now.
What's the girl name from the Parenthood?
Parenthood?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pull up. I was gonna bring her in. I just can't remember her name.
It's not Christina Apple. Was she on? Is that what I'm talking about?
Nah, hold on. Oh, no.
Married with Children. Who was the girl?
Damn, how many Parenthood shows was it? It pulled up a whole bunch of them.
Yep, it was Christina Applegate. Okay. Zariah Peterson.
So it's too many freaking Parenthoods. I didn't realize there was that many Parenthood. But he say sister. What about sister? Yeah, Zariah, whatever her name is. Yeah.
Parenthood. Are you talking about that show on what's it called? NBC? Nope. No.
Yeah,
her.
This chick.
Yeah, her.
I was gonna put her in this Topanga versus Mara too, but I just couldn't remember her name.
Did you say you were gonna put Ashley or Hillary Banks in this?
Ashley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Once Ashley grew up,
man.
Oh,
My
Reagan
goodness.
Gomez. Okay. What up, Ty? That's her name, Reagan Gomez. All right, hold on. Let's get some updated on her. Hey, man. Oh, what the hell? What happened?
Yeah.
But she's bad.
I
I didn't like that picture. That's a good one. Oh man, I hate seeing our stars get old, man.
She's still pretty bad.
Yeah, she is. She pregnant on that picture. Yeah, she ain't. I mean, she's still fine, but she ain't the same as she was. At least I'm tripping. Like she look like one of a chick I went to high school with, so that's probably what's throwing me off. Cause I know that chick was, yeah, she did my boy dirty. I ain't gonna lie.
You're just getting PTSD looking at these pictures.
Yeah, she did my boy dirty. She looked just like that chick too, man. Like, bro, my homie at the time was like a real Christian. He was quiet, virgin, and all that, right?
Uh-oh.
She got with him, and she was far from a virgin. I tell you that now. And everybody like, I ain't gonna say his name. I almost said his name, but we was like, all right. We was like, all right, just know who you dealing with. And you know,
that classic talk. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Really, his, you know, that was like his first real relationship, right? And she was just
fix her Ty B. Yes, Ty, exactly.
Yeah, Ty. Yeah, he was in love. He was doing everything. Steve worked with the Lord, basically. And she got caught. I ain't gonna say what hall it is, because if they watch it, they gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. But in a school hallway on some steps, give another one of my homie the mouth.
Damn. In the school? On the steps?
In the school, on the steps.
That's wow.
Couple of us call her. And
This girl's
then
for
we
the
tried
streets.
to
Jesus.
tell him. He got mad, didn't want to believe it.
He said, Cam said, bro, I thought he got the golden ticket. He said,
Oh, nah. So look, we tried to tell him. He gets mad, don't want to believe it. Stays with her for a while longer. Oh, she throwing it at me and my other homie. We both in good relationships, and our women were crazy. We were dating majorettes. They the little dancers in the band. Nah, we wasn't trying to keep with the sticks. And plus, that was our boy. Like if he wasn't our boy, we probably would have went on and did whatever. But that was our boy. That was like our brother. You know what I'm saying? So we like, nah, we not gonna do that. But it was offered. And then one time doing in between classes in the hallway, she decided she would just go whoop. And we all saw them things.
Streets.
And we're like, bro, do you not know who you're dealing with? We're trying to tell hey, bro. Like it took him a long time. And then look, after she got caught that same day, giving the dude the mouth, she was kissing on him. Oh, dude, we was so sick, bro. Dog, we was so sick. Where he going? Come back, dog. You gotta finish listening to this, dog. Bro.
Bruh.
Yes.
Dog, what?
Dead serious, brother.
Bro.
Yeah. And we were just looking like, oh my gosh. We like, bro.
Goodness.
And it's like, how do you tell him to stop kissing this girl? But you know, you can't just, hey, don't kiss her no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his girlfriend. But we kept telling him, like, hey, we kept trying to pull him to the side and everything. She just kept kissing on. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. He found out the hard way. He married a beautiful woman now.
Oh man.
Yeah. He married a beautiful woman now, so that's good.
How do you come back from that?
Like his woman now bad is way better than that chick. Like his woman now is legit.
She was gonna have to be, because man, that's wild.
He found out like 2-3 months later, then they finally broke up. And he was like all hurt. And then it didn't matter to her. She was like smashing the next guy.
Oh, of course, she's for the street. She don't care.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And
that is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's the show for the night. Appreciate everybody that came through and played the choosing game. This is why we put the choosing game on here, man, just to kind of chop it up with the community and each other and just have fun at the end of the show after talking wrestling for an hour and a half. So much love to everybody that came through. Yeah, I got plenty of stories, dude. This choosing segment is finna get crazy in these next couple of weeks, because I could pull up something. I could think of a story just like that. Like, oh, I remember in college, or I remember junior year. Like, yeah. So, thank you to everybody. Oh yeah, dude, I can write a Tubi movie right now, and we'll have some Tubi movies going on, especially with the horrible editing and stuff they got going on. I could do a Tubi movie easy. So, yeah, Dark, if you got anything you want to shout out, go ahead and do it.
We took a week off from it, but we'll be coming back with more 2K stuff this week, more E-League stuff. So I'm watching. I'm still debating on whether I want to get 2K23 or if I want to just start to try and heavily mod this game 2K22 after they're done updating it, because then it's supposed to be super easy modding a game after there's no more updates coming out for it. So we'll see, but I like the pin system in 2K23. It looked really good. So but yeah, I'll be doing some of that this week. Huh?
I'm not using the pin system. I'm going back to the tapping the buttons. Yeah, I play drums. I got fast hands. I can do it.
But yeah, that's all I got this week. And I might be doing a Stardom watch along, because both New Japan and Stardom now are allowed to have crowd noise effective immediately, or I think it was like the end of January that they started it. So yeah, now that crowds can actually make noise in Japan. So Stardom had their first big show yesterday or Friday, And so when it goes on Stardom World, I might end up streaming that. So yeah, that's about it for me.
I'm trying to debate if I'm gonna get 2K on the PC or the Xbox. I think I'm gonna get it on the PC this year.
Do PC. I promise you won't regret it.
Yeah, because
and I'll help you. I like this. Like you can put your own music with people and everything. It's way better. It's way more fun.
I've been playing a lot of PC lately. I've been playing the Undisputed Boxing, and then I recently took a mod from Madden.
Oh, did you get that?
Oh yeah.
So I saw that it was in early access today, and I was just like, because at first I was like, is it out to buy? So I almost bought it, but how do you like that?
I love it. It's some minor things you need to fix. Like, it's one part where you play online, you getting hit with an invisible right hand. Like a dude hit you, like he's not even close. How am I dude getting hit? So that they got to fix stuff like that. So it's pretty much beta, but you pay for the early access. It's only like $30, $29. And as they update the game and they like slowly release the full game, you get all of that free.
Yeah.
So once the full game is released, you're not paying full price for it because you already brought the beta early release. So and I've been playing Madden, college football on Madden. So I got a mod that I downloaded, and he got all the college football teams on there and everything. So until the real football game come out, I've been playing Madden. So yeah, I'm starting to see firsthand the freedom and the mods and stuff. So I'm like, hey, I was gonna get 2K22. So I thought it was gonna be cheaper. That shit's still $60. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, no, WWE games, they very rarely go down in price, and when they do, it's still like $40 and stuff to buy. Do they?
Yeah.
Unless 2K themselves is having a sale on Steam, yeah, it's gonna be super expensive and crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, well, there ain't gonna be no 2K22, but we get to work on 23. So all these mods I'll be seeing online, I'm like, yeah, come bring them on over here. And, and I want to learn how to mod too, as far as wrestling games, so I can start putting my arenas. Y'all know I like to create arenas and stuff all the time. So
that's what I really want to do, is because there's people that have modded their game. Like people make Dynamite shows look like the actual Dynamite with the lights working. Titantron's working for them and everything. It's not like they're using the in-game stuff. They're actually getting resources and pulling them into the game. So that's really cool. So, but
so I want to learn how to do that.
With the what is it called? With the Undisputed, were you getting like Fight Night vibes off of it?
The buttons are similar, but it's way smoother. Like the movement, you have more control over the boxes. Like this is the first game in a long time where I feel like I got 100% control over the player. Well, I'm gonna say 90%. So right now, because they still got minor things to fix, but I love it.
You might have convinced me to pick this up after I get off.
Hey, I didn't stream it twice. I had a dude call me out. Was it Friday? Not Friday, but maybe Thursday. Dude called me out. He followed me just to talk noise and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna piece you up on this game." We was about to talk about WWE. So I was like, all right, nah, come on back. I'm on a winning streak. I done won like 10 straight matches and all that online, playing randoms. This guy come in, King, if you hear, do you remember his name? I forgot his name. What was his name, King? I don't even remember. But he came in talking noise, gave him 2 fights. The first fight, beat him. He had Ali, I had Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury moves around the ring like Tyson Fury. It's crazy. Jamal, there you go. Yeah. Jamal likes to eat or some shit like that. It was stupid. Whatever the name was. But he come in, I beat him down. He had Ali, so I just beat him up for 12 rounds. Then he talking noise the whole time. Oh, you fight like a bitch. Or all you do is cover up. I said, it's boxing. What, you want me to just let you hit me? This ain't wrestling. Yeah, you're supposed to cover up. So he gets mad. And King comes in late. So I say, all right, second fight is for King, right? Come in for King. Appreciate the follow. Y'all coming in. Sami ain't pulling up. Said, all right, okay. King comes in late. So I'm like, let's do another match. Because King dropped like 10 gifted subs.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, because he had a point to prove to Rob. Rob was dropping gifted subs the whole time. And King was like, no, sir, I'm finna handle that. So I did an extra match just for King, dropping those subs. And then King was like, oh, no knockdown, no knockout in the first fight. Second fight, knocked him out in 5. And then he disappeared. He wouldn't even say good game or nothing. He disappeared. I ain't seen or heard from him since.
He just bounced.
Yeah, that was it. So he probably unfollowed me and everything. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, they already promoting Cody Roman build-up segments. It's a lot that can happen before then, dude. They promote stuff all the time. But we already talked for almost 2 hours about WWE, so we're actually getting off right now. So once again, appreciate the follow, appreciate everybody that came through. You got anything else you want to go before we get off?
Thank you.
Yeah, so we did our choosing game. I'm gonna have to think of some more for Dark next week, man. So
I might try to come up with something for you next week.
All right, go ahead. Let me know. But until next time, y'all be safe, man, and we are out.